What is going on, YouTube family? It is your main man, Maximilian, back at it again with another hit video. I'm back. Happy spring to everybody who's watching, and I'm doing well and everything's good. So I appreciate those who have stayed with me along the journey and have watched my videos consistently. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much, and I will continue to do my best to create this content and to keep informing the masses about many great things that have happened along in my life and my journey. So without further ado, I'll cut to the chase. You see the title of this video. This was a great experience for me. I will say this because I want to, and I feel like this was just one of those moments that really felt surreal to me. So the topic of this video, my official college offer. So my first official college basketball offer. I gotta go back in time because I'm not talking about right now. So if you're watching this video, I'm not like a college prospect or anything like that right now. My college days are over. Well, let me just say I graduated from college already, but Adelphi University, by the way. But I'ma just say this: we gotta go back in time, and I gotta go take it back 10 years ago. I'm gonna say 10 years ago because I gotta tell you the full story of how it led up to this. So I'll take you back 10 years ago now, 2015. So I'll say 2015. Well, 2014, 2015. But we'll start in 2014 because that was the start of my freshman year of high school. Now, I was just moving to a new school. This school is called South Brunswick High School. It's in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. I was a new kid there, just moved, and didn't know anybody, just was trying to make some friends. Back in the day, like, I used to play basketball, like I'm a really high leverage athlete. I still play today, but you know, I don't like play any competitive basketball right now. It's just that back in the day, like, I tried out for teams and really wanted to play professionally and all that. So not saying that I don't now or whatever the case may be, but things change. So I'm just saying to you, I'm still pretty young. I'm only 24, but I'm just saying that basically my dream was to play in high school, and then from high school to play in college, and then in college to play professionally. So that was my goal, and I still have that as a dream, but I'm not really looking at that right now. So it's in the back of my mind, but I gotta continue on with this story. So 2014, I get to South Brunswick High School. I try out for the school's team. There was the freshman team. Did really good in tryouts, was very good, made the team. Now, it felt kind of odd, if I'm being honest to you, because I'm gonna keep this as respectful as possible, because I know there's people that will watch this that's from the area, and I don't want to rub or butt heads the wrong way, so I'm gonna be as respectful as possible. But I truly feel like I wasn't being utilized the best way I could have been, and I'm only saying that because my first year I didn't know anybody. I came in, a little bit of it has to do with me because I did have a cocky demeanor. I did have somewhat of that cocky edge where I'm like, I need to be better than everybody. I need to be the best I can be. I need to work hard. And that did backfire. So that ended up making me look like a villain, or at least somebody that's not like a team player. And I don't regret it. I'm only saying I don't regret it because I didn't know any better. Because before that, I didn't really make any other team. So that was the first official outside of travel basketball, because I played travel basketball in 8th grade and 7th grade and all that. So in middle school, I played like travel basketball, and I actually won a championship in 8th grade for travel basketball as the starting point guard. But all this to say, what I'm trying to tell you is when I got to high school, it was a different standard. I was coming into a place where everybody knew each other already from the middle school team. They already had the people they wanted, and that probably wasn't going to change. So this is another thing. Like, I went into high school, I have an older brother. He tried out for the varsity team, he didn't make it. I tried out for the freshman team, I made it. But like, the system that they had there, they already, like, for the most part, knew who they were going to take. And it's not to disrespect any organization, it's not to disrespect South Brunswick, because that's not what I'm doing here. I'm just saying that's the way that system or their system operates. So I'm not trying to bash anybody, I'm not trying to say anything like that. But I just wish that things worked out a little bit better for me being a part of South Brunswick basketball, because I really wanted to be a big time player. I wanted to be the game changer for South Brunswick High School's basketball team. And I'm just saying, as far as it goes for when my brother got cut, there were varsity players that were on the team that were like, they were surprised he got cut. And it was his first year because we both transferred there. And it's just crazy how things work. So we both transferred there, and it was both our first year in South Brunswick, but he was a senior, I was a freshman. So I had time, but this was his last year. So all I'm saying is, he had his situation at his other school where they weren't giving him the best treatment, but at South Brunswick, this was his chance to get on the team and to play in his last year. But the coaches didn't, I guess, they cut him. And a lot of people, or some people on the team, varsity players, were surprised by that. So all I'm saying is, it was just an odd road, and it was just an odd situation. But I know that's not really the topic of the story. I just had to bring it up because it leads on to how I feel about the situation, or how things played out. So, my freshman year, I made the team, rode the bench. I didn't play much. There was actually a game, or a couple games, that I didn't play. And it made me upset, and I was like very discouraged about it, because like in practices, I would always work hard. I would always try my best to like get answers and say like, hey, what can I do to earn more minutes? What can I do to just keep going? And that's the thing. It was just like, I didn't really feel that attention. And maybe just because of that, like I said, I didn't know any better. I had somewhat of a cocky demeanor. That may have messed me up without me really realizing it. I tried my best to fit in, and I tried my best to do what I could but it just didn't work out for me. I did end up scoring in the season. I only scored 4 points all season, so that entire 2014-2015 season for the freshman basketball team at South Brunswick High School, I only scored 4 points all season. I remember the game. It was East Brunswick we were playing. So it was South Brunswick versus East Brunswick. I got put in the game, scored 4 points. That was it. But overall, it happened. I was grateful that I made the team, and I had to look for the future and potentially try out for JV because I knew I wasn't going to stop at freshman. So the school had off-season workouts, went to most of them, then came JV, did really freaking good in the tryouts, did really good, but got cut. So that really ended up hurting me, ended up hurting my confidence. And from there, you're probably wondering what the heck happened. Because if you get cut from a team, like if you get cut from your high school team, that pretty much means like game over. You're not playing in college. Like there's no way you're going to play in college if you get cut from your high school team. Well, thankfully there are outside opportunities. So what I did was I did my research and I played for another travel team, or AAU team, Amateur Athletic Union, for those who don't know what that means or what that stands for. AAU stands for Amateur Athletic Union. So I played for an AAU team, travel team, called the Princeton Bengals. I played there after I got cut my sophomore year, and they also said, some people also said I should have made it, but that's in the past, nothing to really go on about that with. But there were players on the team that said I should have made it 10th grade, JV, but that's the past. It's not a part of this story. So after I got cut 10th grade from the JV team, I then tried out for Princeton Bengals AAU team in the spring of that year, which was, now I'm looking at 2016. So back to the story. After my freshman year, I tried out for the JV team. I got cut, and then from there I ended up trying out for an AAU travel team called the Princeton Bengals. So my AAU team that was in my sophomore year, ended up trying out for them. I ended up making the team. So was I a starter for that team? No. I rode the bench again, but I was earning my minutes and I was doing what I could to be the best player I could be, because there was a lot of skilled players on that team. I was competing against guys who played in high school for their high school teams, because this was during the spring. So in practices, I was going after them as hard as I can, because I'm like, I'm gonna try out for my high school team my junior year, and hopefully I can make it. But all I'm saying is, I was going gung-ho with basketball because I'm like, I know I'm good enough, man. I just need a good opportunity. I feel like I'm good enough. But I just kept working, kept trying to go hard, and the season didn't turn out that bad. I was on the bench. I wouldn't say I was a sixth man, but I was about a role player, and I did do some damage. About, like, if I had to guess, probably 5 points averaging, but it didn't come until my junior year where I really started to take off. So after my sophomore year, which was the worst year, in my opinion, of my high school experience, a lot of things happened in that year. Got cut from the team, didn't have to have that experience, or it felt really bad to have that experience. It really deflated me. And even again, like making the AAU team, I was coming off the bench and had to still prove myself. So going into my junior year, the next year, I had to make sure I needed to get this spot. So I tried out again for South Brunswick High School's basketball team. They had their guys, but I was coming in with a full head of steam, like I got better. I'm going to play my defense. I'm going to get my shots in. I'm going to pass the ball when I need to. And I'm not going to be cocky. So, ended up doing pretty well again, but they cut me. So, it was just that the amount of things that they told me that I needed to work on, it was kind of just me being there at the wrong time. That's what it sounded like. Because when I made it my first year, no problems. Like, I just made it. They offered me a spot. I made it. All good. The second year, when I got cut my sophomore year, they said there were too many guards on the team. I play point guard, so I can run the two, but I mainly play point guard. But they said there were too many guards on the team. They had to cut somebody, so they chose me. Then, my third year, it was all about, they thought that there was just a lack of experience. So, it was kind of like they're looking to the future already. And then, I'm going to just cut to the chase because this is not really a part of the story. But senior year, I did try out again and worked my tail off. People respected the fact that I tried out, even though I was a senior and I didn't make it any other time except my first year. I tried out, didn't make it. Their reasoning was just that we're looking at potential now. The team is making a change. There's guys that are first year, second year people, freshmen and sophomores. We want to see what they got at the JV and varsity level. You're a senior. We can't really use you because we're looking at them. So it was all just a mutually, we just respected it at that, parted ways, and that was the end of my high school basketball hopes of playing on the high school basketball team. But I didn't let that stop me. In my junior year for Princeton Bengals, my AAU team, I ended up earning a starting job. So I earned the starting spot, and now I'm playing alongside guys who made the varsity team for their schools. So I'm playing against like varsity competition, and I'm a starter. So it felt really good, and I'm like, yes, I finally get to show myself. I don't have the full stats, but like I said, I think I was averaging like 10 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. I'm probably exaggerating the assists, but let me just keep it at, I know I was doing better. I won't even say the assists to rebounds, but 10 points. I know that I was doing well. So I'll just keep it at that. I won't say the stat lines. I know I have a highlight tape, so I'm actually going to try and include the highlight tape, which you can check out. And if it's included in there, how my averages were, then you can see it. So that's why I mentioned the averages, because they might actually be in the highlight tape. But I'll make sure, once this video is published, to include the highlight tape from my junior season of high school in the description. So it'll either be in the description or in the comment section or wherever. You'll be able to look at it. So now this was the time from that junior year to senior year gap that's when you're supposed to be getting these college offers. At the time, I didn't have any because I'm not playing for my high school basketball team, so they're not looking at me. But thankfully, there was a good thing about the team that I played for, my travel team, Princeton Bengals. There was a good thing about them. They allowed an online database. So the thing is with that, for playing with my travel and AAU team, the Princeton Bengals, they allowed an online database for you to put your profile in there. It was free because I played for the team. It allowed me to put my stats in there, highlight tapes. I could reach out to college coaches, send my film, send all of it, get conversations, be my own agent. So I was sending out, like once I made my official junior year mixtape, I sent that out to hundreds. I'm gonna just say many college coaches, but I sent so many emails and all the things that I needed to do to make sure that I get a chance at least trying to get a spot on a college basketball team. So I was trying really, really dang hard, okay, to get this to work. But I didn't have much luck. It was just a matter of time because I was running out of time. My junior year mixtape did receive a lot of notoriety, and I'm very thankful for that. But the thing was, it was just like I had to make sure that I was doing it for the right reason. Like I had to make sure, okay, I'm going to college. Does this school have my major? Because I gotta have like a backup plan. So I was making sure, does the school have my major? Would I be accepted? Can I do a visit? All these things. So what I'm trying to tell you is I did all of that, and I received a couple interest emails, and I did receive also a lot of negative emails. A lot of emails basically didn't even respond to me. They just wrote me off. Especially because of the height thing, because I'm only 5'6". They don't like small guards. But I still was determined, and I still was committed to doing what I can to play college basketball. But all I'm gonna say is this. I did my research. I kept putting stuff in. I didn't hear from a lot of college coaches, but the ones that I did hear from asked me a couple questions. They were like, where are you from? What's your stats like? How's your grades looking? It was just like simple talk. And the one school, because I gotta stay on topic, the one school that reached out to me was Malone University. It's a Division II school in Canton, Ohio, I believe. So I'm telling you, I'm talking 7 years ago, because this is my senior year. So senior year is when I went to go visit them. But like I'm telling you, I literally got an email from them, from their assistant coach at the time. His name was Ryan Brotherton. And he reached out to me and he's like, Max, man, I'm watching your junior year highlight tape and I see you got a lot of game. How about we get on a conversation sometime? Come visit the school. I really like your game and I think you could make a good spot for our JV team. And the way I looked at it first was like, okay, that sounds nice. But I didn't know that he was speaking like really like there's a JV team. Now, I know a lot of people may jump at me, and it's all fun and games, it's all good. A lot of people may jump at me and say that's not college basketball, playing for a JV team in college. The thing is, the way I look at it, I compare it to the NBA and the G League. Because when you look at it, I'm going to bring the example of Bronny James. For those who know basketball, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, he plays professional basketball. And like I said, it's not to bash anybody in the G League or anything like that. This is not a hate video. It's just facts. Bronny James, he was drafted to the Lakers. So for me, I look at it like I'm being taken by Malone University. But most of his games, Bronny James, most of his games were played in the G League. Most of my games, if I were to have attended Malone University, would have been on the JV team. Now, when you look at it, am I in college, or would I be in college at the time? Yes. Would I be playing basketball? Yes. So, it's very similar to how the NBA and the G League works. Because the NBA is professional basketball. The G League is basketball. But you can also, from the G League, get called up to the NBA. And it was the same opportunity, because we did discuss this when I went to visit Malone University. It was an opportunity there that was presented to me. They told me, look, we like your skill set. We really think that you're a good basketball player. And we think that if you work hard enough, there's a potential opportunity if maybe a guy gets injured or something on the varsity team, or if we see improvement enough in your game, you can move up to the varsity team. So I took that as I'm being given a college basketball offer, because no other schools were really offering me that up front at that time. So I just wanted to make that comparison to those that are looking at this video like it may not seem like it's a college offer, but it actually is. So I'm not going to stop there. I did end up actually receiving or obtaining college interest from other schools. So there were other schools that wanted me to play for them, and they were on the Division III level. I may make a video on that. I probably will end up making a video on my unofficial visit to St. John Fisher College. I never went up there, but I may make a video about that. But like I said, that's another school that offered me. But the thing is, that was an unofficial visit or unofficial offer, because it wasn't like, hey, we guarantee you're gonna be on the varsity team, or we guarantee you're gonna get that starting spot, or whatever the case may be. So I know this video is about Malone University. I know that everybody wanted to know, like, look, how'd you get the offer? What'd you do? Basically, all I did was I made it onto my AAU travel team. I played really good my junior year, went on a database, sent my highlight tape out to a lot of college coaches. Some got back to me, and then from there, I basically made the most of it. So I'm just saying, out of all these things, anything is possible, because no matter what size you are, no matter where you come from, be the game changer. because all these people are going to say you can't do it, especially if you don't do it the traditional way. But the thing is, you can always do it if you put your mind to it. So I had a great time. This is just to wrap up the video. I had a great time with the college recruiting process. I did end up attending a different university than Malone. I attended Adelphi University, and I ended up playing for the club travel team at Adelphi University, which is a D2 school, but I didn't play on their varsity team. I was the manager, though, on their varsity team. So whenever the D2 team at Adelphi had games, I would be the manager for them, or for those games, and then I would play my own games with the club travel team. There were two different teams, but I still got to play basketball. But overall, the experience was really good. I'm very thankful for it. When I traveled to Malone University, it was about a 7-hour car drive from where I was living. I'm from New Jersey, so New Jersey to Ohio, that's about 7 hours. Wasn't that great of a car ride, especially in winter weather or wintry weather, because around the time, I think it was November that I went. But overall, it was a good experience. I met Coach Brotherton, great guy. Met one of the players on the JV team. We had a good conversation. The family came with me. My mom, my dad, my sister. We all just sat there, had a good meal together. They discussed potential opportunities with me about playing on the JV team, and then how I could possibly work my way up to varsity. And then, at the end of that, I basically was offered a free game or free tickets to their varsity game because the varsity team was playing that day. So it was just a good experience. Like, if I didn't choose Adelphi, or if I really had a chance to play college basketball, Malone University would have definitely been a potential opportunity for me. So a lot of factors got into that, which is another reason why I will include another video, because I made a video on why I didn't play college basketball. I'm gonna leave that in the description below. So either in the description or down in the comment section, I'm gonna leave the links to those videos. So my college or my basketball highlight videos, and then I'm gonna leave a link to the why I didn't play in college video, because it really was a crazy year. 2018 was a crazy year. So a lot of things happened. I thought I was gonna go try out or walk on or play at a college, but then something got in the way that I'm not upset about at all. But something changed my mind, which was me obtaining an acting contract, which provided me a way to get on television. And it allowed me to be more diverse in my approach to life. So I think I talked enough. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, comment down below how you felt about the video. And of course, do me a big favor, follow me on Instagram at KingMaxMillion. I do videos like this a lot. I know I took a break for a while, but I'm trying to come back into this. It just takes time, man, when you got a busy schedule. But you know, I always say change the game. It doesn't matter where you start from in life, but with hard work and determination, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an awesome day, and yeah, take care. Peace.